Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep. Husband.
Wife.
It's a Q&A.
It is.
Do you have a Q?
I don't actually have any cues, but to be fair, I've been really busy and I didn't think about it a lot. So there's
okay.
That.
That's okay. I came up with a cue.
Awesome.
It has to do with crushed nuts and missing dicks.
Wife to save the day.
Yay!
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's go talk about crushed nuts and missing dicks.
Yay!
All right.
Okay, so in one of the chapters that we read this week, I can't remember if it was 20, 21, 22, or 23.
Sure.
But it was one of those.
Yeah.
And they talked about how if one of your balls is crushed or if you have a missing penis, then you can't go in the church. And we were all sad for them because that's not fair, right?
I wasn't really that sad. I was like, well, they get to skip church. That's awesome.
But I mean, if they wanted to go, they weren't allowed.
Right.
And that's why we were sorry for them.
Sure. Okay.
Because that's not cool, right?
Not cool, yeah.
I mean, it's not your fault if your dick got cut off or, you're born with your nuts having not dropped or what the fuck ever.
Right.
It's not fair. So I read into that a little bit and I found out that very likely the translation that we read wasn't all that great.
Oh.
And that they were allowed probably into church stuff so they could still worship God and all that godly stuff.
Okay.
They just weren't allowed in leadership or political or military positions.
Oh, well, that's completely different than what it said.
Right.
So that's a big mistranslation in my opinion.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, we don't know what they meant by that life.
That's true.
So, but that would still beg the question, but why though?
Right. Why?
Right.
Because
what
the fuck does that matter?
Right. So, what it has to do with, and I know you won't find this surprising, is that God's covenant was very connected, apparently, to quote unquote seed, semen, life.
Got it.
And
he's all about the sex.
Yeah, these people were not, able to
Be fruitful and multiply?
Yeah, they couldn't give babies.
Right.
And so, fuck them. And they
But don't, because you can't.
Nice. So, but there's another reason that they weren't allowed in those leadership positions or political positions.
Okay.
A lot of the eunuchs were that way because as babies or children, their penises had been cut off as sacrifice to various pagan gods.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, it was rough.
Oh, that's
Those
horrible.
were some rough days. So
Jesus.
they were like, you know what? You might still have ties to those old gods.
I think they'd be pissed at those old gods, personally. I think the
But
motherfucker
they
cut
were
off
like,
my dick.
we're not going to mess with that. We're not going to mess with that god. We're not
Okay.
going to mess with your missing dick. And we're not going to mess with you. So you can come worship our Yahweh because he's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it.
After that, go the fuck home.
Also, stand in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Another thing is, do you remember, I think this was in the last chapter that we just read, when
Okay.
they were talking about illegitimate births and how, if you were the product of an illegitimate birth, you couldn't come into the church for like to the 10th generation
Right.
or some
Yeah, that
shit
was
like
crazy.
that. And we're like, that's not
That's
fair.
excessive, in my opinion.
Yeah. So there's a little bit more behind that.
Okay.
The illegitimate births that they were likely talking about wasn't just to do with bastards or
Okay.
out of wedlock.
All right.
It was incestuous relationships.
Oh.
Yeah. And here's why. So, you know how also it was like the Moabites and Ammonites can't come in here, get out?
Yeah.
So Moab and Ammon,
Mm-hmm.
from whom the Moabites and Ammonites descend from,
Right.
those were the two sons that were born to the daughters of Lot.
Oh.
Yeah, and remember they hopped on Pop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So the Israelites were like, we're having none of that incestuous stuff, okay?
See, at the time when we were talking about that whole thing with Lot and his daughters, it seemed like God was kind of approving of it, but now they're saying, no, that's not we didn't approve of that. That's not good. This is bad.
Well, I mean,
I
this
guess.
is what the Deuteronomist is quoting Moses as quoting God.
Right. So
So-
maybe they were like, that doesn't look so good. Maybe we should make that look better.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, that was some crazy ass shit there.
Exactly. And so they were like, you guys are gross and you can't come in here because you're incest.
I mean, but still to the 10th generation.
Well, if you think about it, an incestuous child is going to take,
Right.
if they mate with somebody, they're saying that the children that you have
Yeah.
are still going to be tainted with that
Incest.
Right.
I suppose,
like biologically speaking.
And by putting such a strong deterrent on it,
Mm-hmm.
they are ensuring that no one would want to,
right.
hook up with them, basically.
Yeah, like
So
no
it
kissing cousins.
Keeps that
for you.
incest from happening again.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's probably good.
I mean, it's socially it's rough.
Right.
Because you're like kicked out of everything.
Yeah.
But biologically it makes sound sense.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of things in the Bible in a roundabout, weird fucking way that makes some sense that, they had these in place because of hygiene or because of incest in this case or
Right.
or whatever. I mean, there's things that do make some sense.
You're still punishing the child regardless.
Right. And this all still goes back to essentially the Bible is just a big fucking rule book on how to live life
In a society.
And
Right.
They say it in story form because they don't they're primitive, these are primitive people.
Right.
And they're trying to do the best they can with the information they have, which is very little.
Exactly.
They don't have science. Not really.
No, they have cutting off dicks.
Yeah. That is not something I want to. Yeah, no. Bad.
So that's what I had.
Okay.
That's what I brought to the table today for our Q&A.
Yeah, I felt like we were kind of running short of questions this week, and I was very curious. And this is still going to be a pretty short episode, but that was
informative.
That was good information.
Yeah,
I
informative and
definitely-
interesting.
Definitely appreciate that. So it sheds. I always like these because it sheds some light on what we've been talking about at some level, and I really could do this all day, just delving into different side stories.
It's interesting
but
stuff.
We'd get lost. I mean, there's so much. There's so much. Every sentence is packed with so much shit.
Sometimes literally.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, at least those holes they dug in the fucking desert, those are packed with so much shit.
Could you imagine digging that up nowadays?
Like, look, here's where they all shat.
Here's the
Yay!
shit. Here's the shit sticks.
Yeah. Oh, look, I found a spade. This is what they must have used to dig the holes for the shit.
Yay!
Yay! All right. Well, I think, is that all we got for today?
That's all I got for today.
All right. Well, we'll let you guys out of here, I guess, because that's all we got.
Class dismissed.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are, and our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there, so it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount, so, like, any support is always appreciated.
So what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.